mean, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. But let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures. And look at her track record. How many times does she have to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show?
The morning the scandal broke started off just like any other, coffee in hand, scrolling through the news. But then something caught my eye. The name Sunny Hostin popped up, but not for her usual fiery commentary on The View. No, this time it was about her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, and the headlines weren't flattering. Dr. Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon, and his practice, Host Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, were suddenly at the center of a storm. The accusations? Insurance fraud, kickbacks, and, wait for it, being part of a sprawling RICO lawsuit involving a jaw-dropping 180 defendants. That's not a court case, folks. That's an ensemble cast. But before we dive into the drama, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the twists and turns of this Hollywood-sized scandal. Let's break it down for those who might not be fluent in legalese.
I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
Dr. Hostin's lawyer, Daniel Thwaites, didn't hold back. He slammed the lawsuit as a meritless attempt by Attic to recover losses, calling it a desperate move by a company on the brink of financial ruin. His defense strategy: paint Attic as the villain. It's a classic move. When you're under attack, you turn the spotlight on your accuser, and trust me, it's enough accused of underpaying doctors, denying claims, and using every trick in the book to avoid paying out. So the question is ATIC genuinely trying to expose a massive healthcare scam? Or is this just a way for a near-bankrupt company to pin the blame on someone else? Now, here's where it gets juicy. The lawsuit specifically accuses Dr. Hostin of getting financial incentives for recommending or performing
I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host, Sunny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got in. She run these women. Tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
Doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance. And they're talking about threatening him with insurance fraud. I would say you could get about 20 years in prison, so that's a death sentence for him.
Away from controversy. Yet on this topic, she's gone radio silent. Why? Is she standing by her husband, distancing herself, or just waiting for her legal team to tell her what to say? Fans are buzzing, with some speculating she's protecting her public image, while others think she's keeping quiet to avoid becoming a target herself. Either way, her silence speaks volumes. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about Dr. Hostin. He's one of 180 defendants named in the lawsuit, which also includes other doctors, medical practices, and even hospitals. If the allegations are true, this conspiracy could be one of the largest medical fraud cases in recent history. An entire network of corruption.
It's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickback.
for performing unnecessary surgeries and billing insurance companies for procedures that may not have even been done. Picture this: patients going under the knife, insurance companies footing the bill, and behind the scenes, money changing hands like it's a poker night at the hospital. Separate fact from fiction. Whether Dr. Hostin is guilty or innocent, this case has already shined a spotlight on some uncomfortable truths about both the healthcare and insurance industries. So buckle up. This scandal is far from over. With every twist and turn, we'll be here with popcorn in hand, watching it all unfold like the courtroom drama it's
According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page 6, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influence and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers.
Doctor, only to later find out they were nothing more than pawns in a financial game. It's the kind of betrayal that hits you right where it hurts, literally. The RICO Act, or the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, was originally designed to take down organized crime syndicates. Think mobs, gangsters, shady dealings. But here's the twist: it's not the mafia in the hot seat this time. It's doctors, surgeons, and entire medical practices. Suddenly, the courtroom drama feels less like goods premiums. At its core, this case raises a bigger question. How much trust do we really have in the healthcare system when money seems to take precedence over patient care? When doctors and insurance companies prioritize profit over people, trust crumbles. Patients should feel safe going to their doctor, not like they're stepping into a financial trap. And let's not forget, if Attic is using this lawsuit as a smokescreen for their own financial issues, they're just throwing gasoline on the fire. But on the other side of this case, we have American Transit Insurance Company, or ATIC, the plaintiff. They claim they've been defrauded out of millions, alleging they were billed for surgeries that either didn't happen or weren't necessary. It's like paying for a steak and getting tofu instead. But let's be real, insurance companies don't exactly have a spotless reputation. They've been accused to keep the courtroom drama sizzling. Now, while Dr. Hostin fights for his reputation in the courts, his wife, Sunny Hostin, has been conspicuously silent. Known for tackling tough issues head-on on The View, Sunny's usually not one to shy away from controversy. Yet, on this topic, she's gone radio silent. Why? Is she standing by her husband, distancing herself, or just waiting for her legal team to tell her what to say? Fans are buzzing with some speculating topic surgeries, those minimally invasive procedures that use a camera to look inside joints. On the surface, these surgeries are legit, but the lawsuit claims some weren't medically necessary at all. Were these patients really in need of knee or shoulder surgeries, or was someone chasing a paycheck? If true, the allegations are wild. This could be a level of corruption that makes a soap opera love triangle look tame. Imagine the betrayal, patients trusting their doctors, exploiting loopholes in the healthcare system for millions, all at the expense of patients and insurance companies. It's like a heist movie, but instead of robbing banks, the criminals are targeting insurance fellas and more like Grey's Anatomy, but with a side of fraud. The lawsuit claims Dr. Hostin and others orchestrated a scheme to game the healthcare system. Allegedly, they received kickbacks for performing unnecessary surgeries and billing insurance companies for procedures that may not have even been